Greetings and welcome to Die Drug and Die presents The Titan's Gift, Season 3, Episode 20. I am your DM and host, Marty, joined by most of the Seattle crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Tuesday? Good?
Pretty good,
Doing
man.
okay.
What's new and exciting? Haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks.
I bought a couch.
Bought a couch. Nice.
Yeah, I went to the Lazy Boy store. It's not here yet, but like went and got a fancy recliner. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and did they give you like a when I bought a couch for my current apartment last year? This is the middle COVID kind of thing. I guess we still are. They were like, "Yeah, it'll be there in 7 months." I'll take whatever you have now. Did you go through that experience, or?
Luckily, it's not 7 months.
Okay.
It's only 3 months.
Okay.
But you know, they're still waiting a little while before it gets in.
Yeah.
Been listening to a lot of audiobooks while I clean the house, trying to do like a spring cleaning sort of thing. Been listening to the Mistborn trilogy.
No, you're getting into the Cosmere? Is this your first tiptoe into the Cosmere here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I'm really enjoying it.
Mistborn's a good place to start, buddy. There's so much. If you like those ones, there's so much cool like different worlds with like each has a unique magic system, and the guy is just great for that like payoff at the end.
Are these novels or?
Yeah. There's some graphic novels too. He's the dude that fantasy series that got us talking, Marty, the Wheel of Time. He's the guy who finishes Wheel of Time when Robert Jordan dies and like became an author because Robert Jordan died.
Got it. Okay.
He's the guy.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been good. Brandon Sanderson.
What's your favorite part about it so far without spoiling it?
My favorite part. I think that as an author, I appreciate that he doesn't do too much like foreshadowing. He'll just tell you like the character will think about those edge cases that you're thinking about. Like, why don't they just do this? He at least addresses those. He goes like, oh, she could have done this, but the reason that's a terrible idea is for these things. And I'm like, okay, cool. I appreciate that. Like a lot of fantasy novels, it's like, why doesn't he just set the whole building on fire? It's like, she could have set the building on fire, but like, I appreciate that. Like, he takes advantage of the fact that I'm sitting here going like, you've got magic powers, do the thing, and it either like it makes sense to use it or it doesn't. So
this is internal monologue of a character that is actually thinking why they didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I guess they didn't do it.
From
Okay.
several perspectives.
Interesting. Okay.
So I appreciate it so far.
Neat.
I'm halfway through the second book.
Luke, what's going on with you?
What is going on with me? Oh, I got a desktop, like a new gaming PC for Christmas.
Nice.
And I finally got it, and I've finally been playing some games. So for some context, the last time I got a PC was when I finished college and got my first job, and I was no longer a broke college student, so I bought the best reasonable gaming PC a recently unbroke college student could buy. You know? So it's been quite some time since then, so it feels good to finally be able to play games that are coming out again. So that's nice.
What was the old benchmark? You could play Crisis on.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah,
Crisis.
exactly. On Max.
So I've been just living that dream, you know, just living life. Ready for some combat, I think, to start this session off.
Yeah, I totally forgot where we were. I was already planning, like, you guys in the desert, had everything planned, things in the initiative list, and I'm like, oh shit, the assassins attacked. I had them tucked off to the side, and I knew that if you guys lingered in a place for long, I would break them out. And that's why it wasn't specifically prepared. So
probably best to attack here.
Yeah. Matt, what's going on with you?
Man, not too much. The windows finally came in for the upstairs bedroom, so those are in, and that project is pretty much done.
Nice.
And that's nice. We also finished watching Station 11, which is a weird
Ooh.
show. So good. I really, man, I really liked it. We also finished watching Book of Boba Fett. So
Yes.
bad, really bad show. I enjoyed parts of it, but like it felt like every piece that I enjoyed felt like a guilty pleasure.
All of the parts that I enjoyed were in spite of Boba Fett, not because of him.
And there's so much they could have done with that character and didn't. It just read.
There were episodes where it was like, this is awesome. And then there were episodes where it's like, oh my God, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go do laundry. You know,
Yeah,
I got up.
when they just.
Third episode, I think, I got up and started doing laundry. Like, that's how much it kept my attention.
I didn't realize until the last episode that the mods, I thought everyone called them mods because they were riding space Vespas and dressed like mods, right?
The mod squad.
But no, it was because of the modifications, and they actually called them mods in the show. I was using it as an insult.
Yeah.
That was their real name.
Yeah,
They were so bad. It was so bad.
it's true.
It was.
Yeah, those.
And,
I mean, they
and
were the Disney. It was like Disney wanted to do part of it, but then also let's strangle a guy at the end in cold blood, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't think they understood at all who they were even doing it for.
The second episode was really a lot of fun with the Sand People. I like that episode. A few people
really?
didn't like that.
That
one.
was good.
Yeah, I like
that was fun.
I like the Sand People episode.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not
I
at
was
all?
not a fan.
It was pointless and had no effect on the story, like most of the first 5 episodes. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't like the show until I didn't like the show until the Mandalorian showed up.
It could
And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a better Boba Fett out there.
Right.
right. The 2 episodes of The Mandalorian that they played instead of Book of Boba Fett on 2 of the weeks.
Great.
Those were good.
Those were fun. Those were fine too. I was expecting the Sand People thing to come back when he was like, I don't have enough troops.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! We can't.
Yeah,
resist.
exactly. I didn't have enough.
Ears off.
I didn't have enough troops. The Sand People that you spent an entire episode building up, you know, the fact that
No, they're all dead.
No, they're all they're just all dead.
The payoff there was Cad Bane taunted him, and he decided not to take it.
Some of the treatments of the characters were just so sloppy and like it's like they didn't think about the consequences of what they were doing.
Yeah, I read. Yeah, it was bad. But Station 11 is good.
Station 11, I did watch. What I didn't like about Station 11 was that it's post-apocalyptic, but there was no conflict. There was conflict, but there wasn't like.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of dark conflict. I don't know how to describe it.
It wasn't a Mad Max future.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a little shiny for a post-apocalypse.
It was pretty empty.
Yep. Well, you know, the premise. Yeah. There's not many people left.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
There was just something a little bit missing. I get that they wanted to tell a different story, and they didn't focus on the Mad Max aspect of it. But would you really just get to avoid that? I'm not sure.
We'll do Station 12 next year. It'll be New York City.
There can only be one. Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, it's Escape from New York, but yeah.
For me, Book of Boba Fett. I finished watching. Went back to Wrath of the Righteous and created another party. And oh my god, I'm having so much fun with the toy box mod. You can add extra dudes. I've got a party of 8 right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I'm missing 2 concepts. I can keep on creating characters. So I'm playing that right now. What else? There's got to be some other. Oh, I'm rereading Guns, Germs, and Steel. I haven't read that book in like since it came out.
Ooh,
So
classic.
yeah, I'm like,
You read it when it came out? When did that came out?
1996 or 7 or something like that. I read it in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I realized that I had borrowed it from a girlfriend at the time, and like I didn't actually own the book. So
that was not required reading when I was in the 5th grade.
Yeah, going back.
I heard about this in high school as like some old established tome of 97, apparently.
No. So rereading that, I don't know, for fun, I guess. Enjoying being a player in the Grimstone Chronicles campaign.
They're still letting you play?
Yeah, we've gone down a weird rabbit hole though, where it's like Adam is on vacation, so Mark's DMing, but he's making us DM these heroic goblins that we made these really killer goblins, like absolutely sick builds. And I think the plan is for these goblins, now that we care about them, to be on a collision course with the actual other heroes in the party. So I think we've built a bunch of killers to kill our own PCs, which is really it's like evil meets evil. Adam and Mark teaming up in that campaign for DMing. So I'm just glad that my characters in the real group have teleport. So that's because some characters don't have teleport.
These goblins, man.
The goblins are disgusting. They're just sick. One's a pouncing barbarian that rips you in half and does hundreds of damage. Another is a Zen archer with fighter archer. Is just from 1,000 feet away, he kills you.
All the feats.
Yep. And then mine is a goblin alchemist cavalier who rides a warg. So he can basically charge you, do a bunch of damage, or charge kind of near you and throw a bunch of bombs at you, and then run away laughing. So between the 3 of these killers, we're kind of playing through a few scenarios, and we're just trouncing monsters that we like. We're taking on forts of people. One of us steps forward and it does all the work. It's gross. It's just gross. So, but I know there's a reason why Mark and Adam are making us do it. They're gonna make us just feel for these goblins a little bit, and then collision. My guess is collision course with the other party. So it'll be bloody and full of mayhem.
Sounds exciting.
Speaking of bloody and full of mayhem, let's transition to a recap. Bad to the bone. The party explores the village of Kallow Mounds. At Desnobia's tier, Thurgus turns into water and appears before a divine being. Pixel drinks the sacred waters and learns new spells. The professor willingly attracts the attention of a destructive entity. A desert storm brews and blankets the village. In the chieftain's hall, the villagers and the party take refuge and enjoy a feast. Thurgus competes against Crojan in a contest of strength. Thousandbone shares information with the party, including the location of 2 known camps of the nomadic tribe of the Moon. The party lingers in the village to trade. And I think at the end, the cliffhanger was that the party was beset upon by a foe that has been tracking them and looking for them for some time. The divine being, of course, you can go back and watch the episode, was Desnovia, who made her, I think, first appearance in this campaign.
I think so.
Yeah. She seemed very sad. What else?
She was pretty sad.
And the professor has attracted the attention of Desnobia's husband, one who is rarely named for destruction and wrath usually follow, that being the triple-headed titan by the name of Kernatos Mors. He seemed to really like the professor.
As much as anybody can. Anyways.
As much as anyone can. Well, yeah, like as in he found a new toy.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get in line. We had a chat right before game came on. I think there's like 4 or 5 claims on the Professor's soul at this point, so
They need to start duking it out,
They need to duke it out for the Professor's soul.
or trade like their 25% stake to somebody else to try and collect the whole soul at the end of the day before he dies. Kurnatos Moore ends up with 3 shares of PRF.
Right. They end up having shareholder meetings for the for the
Get the
fate
board
of the
together.
Professor. Yeah. Board of governors.
Sorry,
or
Luke,
whatever.
we've lost faith in your ability to run this PC.
I'm surprised you let me do it this one.
All right. Give Bukerbeck's roll will be D20. I'm going to say you guys are in pairs while shopping. Give me some D20 rolls. I'll just group the PCs by pairs. As you guys are in the desert town of Kallow Mounds, and you've spent the last 5 or 6 days selling many of the goods that you've captured from various exploits, such as pilfering the manor of, the Rakshasas that overran a noble's manor, the stuff that you took from the alchemical, the Tower of Alchemy, and things that you have found along the road. Looks like the professor.
We got to get these rules out of the system, baby.
Yep.
This is
1,
a good
3,
time for
and
these
5.
rules.
Yikes.
All right, so we're gonna say that 1 and 3 is the professor.
Woohoo, I love this team.
What did I roll? I rolled 18 for Bukerbeck, which puts that near 5. Okay. So Bukerbeck. All right, he's way the hell over here, and then the closest person to him is Pharisee, who's at a stall here, and then we've got Thurgus.
Which map are we supposed to be on?
We're on Kallow Mounds map. I can force
Kallow
you guys
Mounds,
there.
okay.
Yeah. All right. We're going to back up just a moment. There were some things that were done during your time here. You're still finishing up some of the last bits of commerce, or trying to get as much in before the time that you agreed upon leaving. So Pharisee, during your downtime, you were selling during the day, and then at the evening you were tending to Pixel, who's been stuck in a dream lotus form for quite some time. She was she's a moat fae familiar that then went into the Emperor Nectarine. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. She was she melded with the Emperor Nectarine and became this unique Leshy, and then she then got absorbed or sort of melded with one of the Dream Lotuses. These Dream Lotuses, were the way that the disciples of what is his name at the Tower of Somnolence? The disciples of the Tower of Somnolence. This is their way of connecting to the dream world. That perhaps as Pixel evolves, she might be able to act as that focus or conduit into the dreaming. You do suspect, with your bond with your own familiar, that she's almost ready. And during that downtime, we'll say about 4 days in, Pixel kind of, if you found one morning her petals had really hardened, and for about 2 or 3 days kind of was like a chrysalis. And then after that 2 or 3 days, the petals started to brown and they started to flake off, and you found fresh petals underneath, including a fresh Pixel. She does not look like that. She looks like this. And we can get rid of the other
nice.
the other tokens for now.
That's cool.
Wander through the market together. This will be awesome.
She looks like some amalgam between Pixel, the Emperor Nectarine Leshy, as well as the Dream Lotus Leshy. Her eyes kind of lazily open for the first time. Every time she moves a joint or a hand for the first time, there's kind of this plant-like snapping. This like the sound of like fresh peas snapping.
You've been asleep for a while.
I have. I've become connected to the dreaming.
Oh no, how interesting.
I
This will
also
be fun.
I also could feel the Emperor Nectarine here too. I am both. I am all
Excellent.
three but one.
And she laughs.
You are a very special creature, Pixel, as always.
Yes.
Autumn has many gifts to give.
It is the last blooming.
We shall make the most of it.
There are pleasant things in the dreams, but there are also horrible ones.
Yes. Are you safe?
Yes, I did not wander very far. I did not want to leave you, Pharisee.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
But I did not see Esri.
We'll have to wander further to find her, I think.
There are lots of lights out there, not just the blue one, and not just... There are lots of lights. They are not stars. Some of them are stars, but some of them move.
Ooh.
Others simply call, while others are dreadful in their light.
Interesting.
There are many beings that walk amongst us. Great beings.
We will have to become great ourselves then.
Yes.
This is wonderful. This is a way to escape dying these places.
I have overheard your conversations. This place to receive Iambulus, the sleeping Titan's blessing. You
Yes.
should go there.
Indeed.
You should be cautious when going there. I think one of the dark things that worms its way between the lights grows there. But there is something important. Something important to the dreaming. This is all I
that
know.
they've suggested. Yes. Good.
Oh, I do know this.
For your 11th level feat for Pixel that you spent on kind of like combining powers, we'll just call this, she has the powers of the Emperor Nectarine Leshy as well as some of these dreaming powers. The first dream power is that once per day or evening, Pixel can cast a dream spell as a spell-like ability.
Nice.
Because of your bond with Pixel, you could also cast it in her stead, using her as a focus.
Okay.
Between that and the powers of the Emperor Nectarine, which I don't think you fully explored. I think it's like you feed her potions and she produces fruit that, you know, that have something to do with that potion. I don't know if those were ever fully explored, but that's what the 11th level feat had given her. The ability to kind of turn into a Leshy.
Right. Nice. I actually still have some of the fruits. That I did one round of fruit potions. I need to do more. I should do more of that.
All right, so learning about Dream Lotus Pixel and her powers are just Pixel now. You also suspect that deep inside her Leshy form is Pixel's true form. You're not too sure what it would mean if Pixel does die in this current form. there is a chance that just her leshy form would die, leaving behind her original form.
Yeah.
Yeah, a chance. It's not the type of thing that you would want to experiment with. You're not as gross as the professor. Professor,
Hey now.
during your 6 days of selling during the day and the evening, you were studying from a book, right? What was the name of the book?
Yeah, I have been studying from To Bridge the Gap, A Wizard's Guide to Alchemical Mastery of the Arcane.
Okay, and offline, we already figured out how many hours you got into the book. Did you finish studying that?
Yes, I finished studying it, and I have a little bit of time left over afterwards.
Which you were going to use to learn the Mage's Private Sanctum from Zephyros. Okay.
Yes. Do I need to give you a roll for that one?
Spellcraft checks to learn a spell is DC 15 plus spell levels DC 20. I think you guys are automatically
Yeah, I'm 21.
crushing
Okay,
those spellcraft checks. So no.
At one point as well during this period, probably pretty early on, I will look down at my hands and my arms. I will see that the soft beige calf gloves of larceny I'm wearing only sort of cover the horrific thing that is turning my arm into...
when the lightning of the recent storm 5 or 6 days ago struck you, it blasted from your arm its flesh, and that bone curse that started with your with Icky Macer's ring has now spread all the way up to your shoulder. Your arm is still animate. It still kind of feels pain, almost like you're remembering the sensation from the flesh when it was there. But it is truly, people are starting to whisper undead. You could find an art. I know you already asked this. You can find an artisan that will help you make some leather gloves. They're made out of snake skin. They're part wrap, part gloves, part shirt that will, cover up at least the current affliction.
I'll definitely argue a little bit with the vendor about the use of snakeskin. That what am I, some sort of mongrel or something? And go on about it, but I will accept them in the end.
Okay. You could spend anywhere from 20 gold pieces to, I don't know, 500 on this wrapping, depending on how ornate you want it.
I'll spend 90 gold pieces.
Okay, so it's nice leather. It's got some ties to it and a little bit of stuffing to help fill it out, because you're basically wrapping bone.
Yes.
All right. 100 Years Boar has given Matt a fortune point. I will put that into the. I'll put that into the kitty. You heard me, eh, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. Looks like there's an assortment of hero and fortune points in this campaign. All right, and then Thurgus, you were also reading from a book, strangely enough, in your downtime in the evening. What book was that?
Yeah, this is a manual of quickness of action.
Oh, okay, cool. A very clear benefit to the book.
I don't know that it had a fancy title.
Yep. It didn't. You did basically reading and exercises, and you give your. Now, give me a second. The manual of quickness, and you don't already have a insight bonus to Dex, do you?
I did from the last Harrow reading. Not insight bonus. You mean inherent bonus?
Inherent bonus, yeah.
I did, yeah.
And you're reading the other book?
Correct.
And it's Manual of Quickness, right?
Correct. The Manual of Quickness says it can go up to a +5, but I don't know that we talked about whether or not it would stack. If it doesn't work, then maybe I read this book and throw it away because it was hot garbage. It's useless. These exercises are crap. I'll never do Pilates again.
I don't think you could read just looking at the cost. Give me a second.
Sure.
In 3rd edition, you couldn't buy 5 + 1 books and then get a +5 total.
Sure.
You had to find the next. You had to find the next one.
Yeah, I didn't know if the
If they were
Zolara's
additive,
bonus
yeah.
counted as like a tome or whatever.
Yeah. Give me a second. So let me. If the cost is simply additive, then maybe I'll just let that happen. Yeah, it's just a scale on that cost. Yes, I'll allow it to continue to add, but obviously you can't go beyond +5.
Okay.
Okay. So the book
Makes sense
does
to me.
burn up as you do your last kind of speed test.
I take back everything I said. Yoga's amazing.
And you can
Thurgus is in like his full plate, doing downward dog, like stretching out his whole back. He stands up a lot straighter now, like that whole big bearish posture. For some reason, he's just.
Are you
he's got better
now
posture.
faster than you are strong?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's getting close, but no. I have 28 strength. I only have 18 dex.
I'm looking at your character sheet. It says 24 in both dex and strength, unless that hasn't been updated.
Let me take a look. That might be base before some enlarged person shenanigans or something.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
I'll take a look.
Makes sense. Oh! Oh, are you slippery enough now that we can escape? We need to get out of here. Oh! We really need to get out of here.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, though.
Yeah, well, okay. Look, I'm making friends with all these gods, okay? Look, we're doing some good.
Oh, I don't think I made friends with the crying lady.
Well, I mean, we was a shoulder to cry on, and she didn't kill us. So that's good.
You know they can hear what you say when you say their names, right?
Who?
Gods.
Well, that's why I'm not saying the name, duh.
Oh, okay. So I shouldn't say her name?
Well, I mean, it's entirely up to you, I suppose.
No, I'm not going to say her name. Then she'll be hear the next 7 words that I say. Oh.
Why only the next 7?
I don't know, just the way it works.
Are you sure? Are you pulling my leg?
Well, I guess there are different rules when you say the names and you're actually playing to them. They might hear more. And I know they can see through holy symbols and holy ground.
Yeah, alright, well, Desnobia, you're pretty great, and wish you happiness.
Christopher looks around. Oh, I don't think that worked. Although I don't think we want it to work. We need to get out of here.
Well, it's a good thing you're full of blood and not full of shit, and I punch him.
He goes flying across the room. He sticks to the wall a little bit. I'll get you for this. he peels off the wall that comes hobbling back. He's made out of gummy. Yeah.
Water and blood.
Yep.
And maybe some gelatin.
Probably a lot of gelatin. All right, and then Zephyros has actually found a smithy. We'll say it's this building over here. And he has been trying to rework a magical shield into a smaller version of itself so that a Pharisee could use it. I'm going to give you a 50-50 chance that the shield is done, Pharisee,
Yeah.
by the time that this red day comes. If you roll a 2 on a d2, the shield is ready. If not, it's still being worked on. Okay. You have your shield. Zephyros might instead be in your quarters studying spells and doing something else. Today, I guess the paladin hasn't come out to play. He is currently stuck in sword form and just riding around on Thurgus's belt.
I shake the sword rigorously, trying to get the Iron Stone that I gave him to come out. Oh, if I didn't be such a coward, I wouldn't have given you it. Oh, you bastard.
There,
That's just shaking.
at one point, when you talk to it, there was sort of an annoyed hum coming from the blade, sort of like almost like a haughty feeling, but then it mixed with annoyance, and then it went away. But
Should have thrown you in that fucking lake.
he's very much at the mercy of your party. One of the things I did to improve the percentage of one of our scripts is that I ordered the perception checks results.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So, hey, no surprise, Thurgus makes a 39 on his check, whereas others have other
actually,
things.
that perception should be lower because I swapped out the goggles.
Okay.
So it should be lower by 4, I believe. I'll double check. My bonus right now, I'm reading is as plus 25 because I'm using the Death Watch eyes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Now that I've got you spread out in the village doing your commerce, let's see where they're going to attack. Area 1 is going to be where Bukerbeck is. Area 2 is Pharisee. Area 3 is where Henry and Thurgus are. Area 4 is somewhere else. 2. Okay, Pharisee, you brought Pixel out to the market today. She's fluttering around and you're looking at jewelry and you're kind of giggling. You let your guard down a little bit. You guys, after about 6 days of being here, have grown accustomed to the hospitality of the catfolk. They do look after your meals, and they do. Some of the catfolk do even menial tasks around the room that you've been given. This very large, almost very spacious place where you guys are sleeping. Like, there also seem to be a lot of sandstorms, like little zephyrs and twisters and dust devils, as the winter weather seems to change in the desert. It's still warm during the day, but it gets very cold at night, which causes all sorts of winds. Tech does spend most of his time up on the ridge. When the weather has kicked up a little bit, he's crawled back into that place where he was locked away, and seems to use that as a shelter, even though it may or may not be guarded. But on this day, it is a nice sunny day. It's around high noon. The shadows are not long. But there is something looming behind you, Pharisee. And let's see what stealth checks these evil beings get. Okay, here we go. The hunters do any of you have any sort of permanent see invisibility or ability to see invisible creatures?
No.
Okay.
Not permanently, no.
So
Permanent, no. I've sent for
the hunters
right now.
the hunters get 53 and 40 on their
Nice.
on their checks. We'll call them warriors, maybe. Let's see what they get. $60 and 61. All right.
Okay.
And the last one, she might be able to. You might be able to see her. Let's see. She gets a 41. All right. You're looking at some jewelry. You're kind of giggling with Pixel, and there is a bit of smoke that is rising around your feet.
Oh.
As appearing from almost nowhere is a horrid spider beast. This is a surprise round. The DC of 30 dropped to 20. It dropped to 20 plus distance, which means that I think Thurgus and Pharisee thought they heard maybe some sort of spell casting.
Okay.
Inside this building. There's an archway that leads into this building, facing the street. So there's some spellcaster over here somewhere. Pharisee, do you have any abjurations or protections running? Any spells that are currently running throughout the day or anything like that?
Endure elements and detect scrying.
Okay. This thing appears, it gets its surprise round. So it's going to try to stick one of its massive spiked appendages down through your body. This is attacking Pharisee. AC 30, flat-footed.
AC 30 flat-footed definitely hits, yeah.
Okay. It does 14 damage.
Okay.
It does not bypass Cold Iron DR if you have it.
I do not.
Okay. It seems to be... the spike ends up kind of between... Not only does it scrape your skin, but it ends up between your armor and your body. Like it ran the spike right down the back of your neck, and it's actually coming out the underside of your armor. What kind of armor do you wear?
None, I think. I've got Zalara's robes.
Okay.
And I've got Cackling Hag's blouse.
All right, so she's it's down the back of your robes, and it seems to also be trying to stick now its other claw with its second attack in the round.
Oh, okay.
Down the other side. This time is AC 18 flat-footed.
Flat-footed, that's not gonna do it. You need a 22.
All right, so you managed to twist out of the way, and it to rip your robe in half, but you managed to twist out of the way, and that second spike missed.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so that was the surprise round for horrid.
Can we add the professor onto initiative? I think he got lost somewhere.
Yeah, horrid spider thing. Beast. Yeah, the professor did get lost. What is the professor's initiative modifier?
+3 dex.
Don't worry, you're going first in the second round.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. There are 2 invisible foes.
Can you use what are they? Immediate actions in a surprise round?
It depends. Sometimes.
You have to have acted first, right?
Yeah,
Before you can
sometimes.
get immediates?
Yeah, sometimes you have to be aware.
How do you know which times which?
All right, let's see who these two. I really want the warriors to attack Thurgus. They are.
For what it's worth, I have 30-foot scent.
Yep. So Thurgus, you immediately smell a strange incense on some sweaty men.
Okay.
You also smell weapon oil and maybe some sort of spicy food that they might have eaten recently.
Okay.
And there's a clink of metal, and they're around you. What was your perception? Was in the 30s, and they got 60s.
35.
So yeah, you know your combatants are there, and they're trying to open up your gullet.
Rude.
Very rude. All right, the warriors are going to attack. You can be flanked, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. AC 40 nat 20 and AC 26 flat-footed.
Oof. 26 is a miss. My flat-footed AC is 31 right now.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to confirm the crit on the first one. AC 23 does not confirm. Do you have any fortification effects to block sneak?
I do. 25%.
Oh, nice.
I think right now. Let me double check.
32, unless it's 50, it doesn't block the sneak.
I have secured armor, actually. I took that as my 11th level feat, so it bumped it up to 50.
All right, so you twist your armor a little bit, and something that was trying to dig in does get in, but it doesn't get far enough. But you do feel the wounds stinging. You're going to need to make a fortitude save against the poison. Let me get the damage first. And that blocks the sneak. Well, that's not nice.
That's great.
So it's only 11.
30,
it's only 11 damage
32.
and 32 on the fort save. You felt worse. All right.
Someone's painting my armor. Did they appear? Or
these assailants appear, and you see two well-built men in that strange mantis armor. These are the same assassins that burned down the academy. And
were those slashing weapons, by the way, or bludgeoning weapons?
These are slashing and piercing. Oh fuck! Look out! And then
no shit.
That was the feint for the real attack, which we rolled was on. So the first attack was on Pharisee, second attack was on Thurgus. We've got two others. Oh, is it their turn? Horde Spider Beast. And then we've got Red Mantis Warriors. We've got Red Mantis Matron. She might have been the caster. I'm just going to move the beast down a little bit in initiative. This would be 9. Pharisee, you were surprised. Red Mantis Rogues. All right. One must have flew down from above and is sort of resting on a post, while another one is going to kind of duck out of their hiding spot and shoot something at you. So this first one is using some sort of blow dart to hit you, Professor.
And since I haven't acted, I can't use an immediate action.
What is the immediate action you're trying to do?
It is to use my int modifier as a shield bonus. It's spell shield, 6th level Magus Arcana. The Magus can expend a point from his arcane pool as an immediate action to grant himself a shield bonus to AC equal to his intelligence bonus until the end of his next turn.
Yeah, you need to be aware of the attack in order to do this. So if you were already in combat and you knew about the foe. All right, so blowgun dart from Red Mantis Assassin against your flat-footed AC.
Just may as well call this a hit.
Is it going to be bad? Yeah.
Whatever it's going to be, it's not going to be good.
Sorry, actually. Just gonna close the. There we are. Okay. +2 for effectively. All right. AC 35.
Just barely, though. Yeah.
Just barely. All right. So you're dumbly looking down at this multicolored feathered dart that's sticking out of your sternum.
Yeah. Oh my! Thurgus, what do you suppose this is?
You're feeling a little woozy. Now, a blowgun only does D2. It happens to be magical, just in case you have magic DR, but the +7d6 sneak attack is probably more concerning. The dart actually rolled really poorly. It does 20 damage, as it might be like nicking a lung. And then your fortitude save against... Let me find it first. Before I roll. Against a fortified knockout poison is DC 15. Fortitude save.
DC 15?
Yep.
My fort is not that bad. 27. Okay,
you managed to snatch the thing out very quickly, and the poison didn't take close enough effect, but that did hurt. The fact that you're also getting another dart from the other side suggests that they are respecting your ability to cast spells, and they really, really want to put the professor down. AC 25 against your flat-footed AC.
Oh man, it's so close.
Another blowgun dart. This one is in like the meaty part of your back. It has D2 +1 +7d6. This is for 24 damage and another fortitude save, DC 15.
Oh shit. 31.
Nice. Your levels in Magus are helping you.
I think I might be bloodied. I think I'm 9.
Oh man, that's not good.
I'm almost bloodied. I'm looking bad.
The Red Mantis Assassins have failed to drop any of you. The strange horrid spider beast has failed to rip armor off of a creature. They failed to put out the wizard to sleep. And they definitely failed on, removing spleens from the warrior. This does not bode well. This is an opening surprise round, which means that we get to the first round of combat. And oh no, Thurgus goes first.
Here we go.
The Red Mantis warriors look a little surprised that they weren't able to put you down and that you were able to kind of twist out of their poison blades.
Oh, my friend. Did I learn what subtypes red mantises were before?
When you took off their armor before, they were humans.
Okay. So, humanoids?
Yep.
But I can't see their face right now.
Right now, there isn't a inch of their skin exposed.
Okay. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not good at identifying things. I'm just going to swing. And I'm going to attack the one to the left of me, in between me and the professor.
Okay.
And I'm going to do these individually because my goal is actually going to be to move towards the professor if I drop this guy.
Oh,
So-
look out! You were haggling over the price of some rings, and the merchant falls back, and his wares go tumbling. There is a rising kind of cry coming from this end of the market. It's not every day horrid creatures appear, and they might actually know about the Red Mantis Assassins.
Does a 38 hit?
38. Do you have any way to get over its blur effect?
At the moment, no.
Okay. It almost twisted away from your attack, but you clipped him in the end. You just dug deep and then swung kind of in an upward arc. So you hit.
For 38 points of damage.
38 points of damage. He also twists away from the keeping the blow from being lethal. He is not bloodied.
Okay. Swing again. Second attack is only at 27 to hit.
That is good enough. Their armor is light.
Okay. Sorry, all my macros are all my old pieces.
Oh, sorry. No, 27 is a miss with all the bus running. Their
Okay.
ACs are 30.
And then I'll take my last attack against him. So minus 10. That's a 32 to hit, and it threatens.
Yeah, your last attack found the shield spell or some sort of magical abjuration. It clanged against it, which means you knew where not to aim, and a crossword strike near the thing's neck. You are
Do you
threatening
want to
it.
roll the blur first before I
Sure.
confirm a crit?
Yep. Blur does not save him from this critical. 23, however, he does bring his blade up at the last moment, and even though you cut into his armor and you could see blood, he's keeping you from digging further.
Okay.
They're very jumpy.
That's 45 points of damage.
Okay, that's concerning. 70, 83.
Oh, where did he come from, Thurgus?
That bloodied this Red Mantis assassin.
He was fucking invisible. That's it for me.
Okay. Mokranam is not here. I'll just remove him from the initiative. Wicked Claws was the close...
If you stand near me, I can deflect those darts.
Wicked Claws heard maybe some of the rising cries, and he was basically inside the palace, inside that big room. Some of the cries from the merchants might have echoed, so he gets up and kind of moves to this balcony and is now like aware that something bad is happening. Bukerbeck is distracted and involved in commerce. Let's see. Distracted is a -4. His perception is +8. -4. Bukerbeck has no idea at this current time that anything bad is happening on the other side of the market square.
It's also like 115 feet away.
Tech, I'm just going to roll to see if Tech is even paying attention to the village. I'm going to say on a D4, if he rolls a 1, he was longingly looking at the village, hoping to be around his queen. Nope, he was off hunting and skinning snakes. Red Mantis warriors. Oh, goodness. Okay. They need to stop Thurgus from doing what he's doing.
Are they going to try and attack me?
They make a couple of clicks that you think are language.
I assume that as spellcasting and take an immediate action to judge them.
It's not quite spellcasting. How do they do this without incurring an AOO? I think you get an AOO. All right, so this Red Mantis warrior is going to try to tumble to the other one.
I can still use my immediate judgment, though, right? I get one immediate action around.
Yeah, you could use an immediate judgment.
Okay. I'm going to activate the judgment.
Okay. This Red Mantis warrior is going to try to tumble around you to avoid an AOO. What is your CMD?
Well, with my judgment active, let's see here. My CMD is 41.
41. Okay, you get an AOO as he tries to do a combat roll around you. You do notice that there's something in his hand at this point in time.
If only I had taken improved disarm. 35 to hit.
He's got blur. The blur doesn't stop him, so you manage to kind of sweep out this guy's legs as he's moving around for 37 damage.
37, yep.
All right, he is feeding...
Not so fast!
He's feeding a potion into this Red Mantis warrior is kind of like the side of his helmet. It's almost like they've got like breathing tubes and it's just sort of funneling in. That also incurs an AOO.
I'll take that one as well.
Do you have combat reflexes?
I do.
Okay.
That's a 30 to hit?
30 also hits.
Come on, Thurgus.
For 43 points of damage.
Oh, that was punishing. Okay, so 40... 70... and 3. That bloodied him, but he did get the potion off, and then this Red Mantis warrior is going to, with the True Strike running, try to disarm Thurgus.
Okay. I'm gonna laugh if he doesn't get it.
Yeah, it'll be pretty funny. Not 2058.
Oh.
So
please.
there's this kind of like he almost like splits into 3 and he's attacking your gauntlets. You don't have any like locking gauntlets or anything like that?
No, I'm using the gloves of dueling. So I get a bonus, but it's not.
Yep. He manages to stick his sawtooth blade kind of between the handle of your blade and your gauntlet, and twists and turns and grinds and cuts your finger, and you're and the blade lands to the ground, and then I think it shrinks down, right? To medium
no,
size?
actually,
No?
because it's a large sized greatsword.
Okay, so there's this massive greatsword on the ground.
Yeah, it's an oversized greatsword.
All right, Professor. At that, the 2 Red Mantis, these ones seem to, the 2 that were attacking you look over at the blade on the ground, and they make clicking noises. Speaking of clicking noises, the horrid spider beast. Oh no, it gets to go before Pharisee again. Oh shit! And this is its full round attack. It just doesn't seem to care that it's knocking over some basket with fruit in it. It has no heed for any of its surroundings. It seems to be single-minded in its determination to kill.
You're muted, Matt.
It's going to open up with a bite. It also seems to be ignoring Pixel and going specifically for Pharisee.
Nice. Okay.
It's going to try to bite you. Its bite is gross. AC 24, flat-footed?
Flat-footed, yes.
Okay. Its hideous maw does pinch around you for 18 damage.
Okay.
And I need a fortitude save, DC 23, or the wound will be infected with a hideous, rapidly rotting, flesh-eating effect.
All right. Can I spend a fortune point on that? I could, but it would be...
You could
do that. Spend it after.
You could spend it retroactively, yes. You do have a hero point, which would allow you to add 8 to a roll, or to re-roll retroactively, or retroactively add a 4.
The fortune point that you got at the start of the session was immediate use, though, right?
It's fine.
It was on the next roll.
Yeah,
it's kind of first roll I've done, I think.
Yep.
All right, let's roll it and hero after if needed. 17.
The DC is 23, so you need 5.
I need 5. A fortune point and a post roll +4 hero point would do it, right?
You could get rid of all of your points to make it, yes.
Not a bad idea.
I got a wand to remove disease. Wait,
Yeah.
let me check one more thing here.
Sure.
Did you eat a hero's feast this morning?
I did not. Yeah, I think I've got a wand of remove disease. Let's see what this does.
Okay.
Like learning.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, yeah.
All right. The catastrophic withering begins on the round that the creature is bitten.
Oh.
And you lose 2 con damage this round as the wound around your shoulder is losing its flesh.
Oh, that's not great. Professor! It makes me like you!
And
I know a good glove salesman.
Not good.
This is not a fashion I want to be in style.
all right, and we'll queue up your next save on its next turn. It still has 2 claw attacks though. It's doing a full round action just to do all of its attack in the same round. Its max bonus. So this is its 2 claws. AC 38 critical threat and AC 38 critical threat.
I'm still flat-footed, so yeah.
How many hit points do you got, Pharisee?
I have 61, but let me take this con damage here.
50?
50, yeah.
Oh wait, is con damage only 5 hit points?
No.
Or is it 1 hit point per level?
1 hit point per level.
Yeah.
Okay, those are 2 crits.
Negative levels are 5 hit points. That's right.
Yeah, all right. Crit, crit, crit.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, my
You could
God.
also use.
Just don't random con. It'll be fine.
You could also, right. You could also use a hero point to take an action out of turn as a.
Oh. That would be wise. I could take an action out of turn and teleport. I think I will do that. Yeah, I had better do that.
All right.
Can you teleport as 1 action though? Isn't that 2 actions?
Yeah, you can do a standard or a move out of turn.
Oh, okay.
So it's a up to 2 action thing at a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
easily
After the first
defensively cast teleport.
Yeah. So there is a hero point. You don't even have to burn your existing hero point. Ahmed is saving you or
Thanks.
helping you out.
I'll take it.
All right. So are you teleporting defensively? Or are you incurring an
No,
arrow?
I'm teleporting defensively.
Okay, you see these 2 things coming in, you're like, oh shit. And you reach out towards Pixel and teleport?
Yes.
Okay.
I do teleport defensively.
Yeah, the DC of the concentration check would have been 15 plus double spellable, so 25.
Yeah. I am going to teleport to... Where am I going to teleport to? How clever am I feeling? I'm going to teleport, I think, up to here.
Okay. Let's just roll to see how much damage that would have been. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm curious.
44 plus
Probably more than
18
50.
on the first crit, and then 64 plus 27 on the second crit, plus... So it would have done 68 points of damage and 4 con.
That
Very
That
dead.
would have done it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
that would've
you,
done
you
it.
saw death flash before your eyes. These two pincers coming in. They absolutely destroy the merchant cart that you were standing in front of. It's now tearing through the merchant cart trying to look for you. And you just teleported up above.
Yeah.
Okay. You see Wicked Claws like, oh, is everything all right?
They've come for us.
Okay, the Red Mantis matron. Let's see if she sees where Pharisee went. Pharisee, you're little. You finished a teleport. You're 100 feet away. She's got cover, so that's not helping her see. 100 feet is DC 10. 5 and 5 DC 20, and her perception is maybe they didn't give her perception. Oh, okay. So DC 20 to notice where you teleported to, because she might continue the onslaught.
Sure.
She got a 21.
Still an option then.
More spell casting. As a column of hellfire, brimstone and its smell comes raining down on top of Pharisee and Pixel's location.
Oh my gosh, we're getting beat up.
They're having a good start to the round. Don't worry. There's still time.
The reflex save against the flame strike that is trying to burn away your wings is DC 22.
I fail it.
Oh no, guys.
Pixel makes it
And therefore evades.
and evades.
Okay, the flame strike effect does 57 damage, 25, no, half, so 25, 6, 7.
Half fire, half unholy, or something like that.
Yeah, so 29 of it is fire, 28 of it is like profane damage.
Yeah. I am down.
Unconscious, right?
Unconscious. Yeah.
-7.
Oh
Yeah,
no. Oh no, and that necrotic stuff is gonna kick in here in a second and
Well,
take you.
fort saves, I think, still happen while I'm unconscious. Will saves won't. but
She
fort
does
saves
not appear, but Professor and Thurgus, you know that from this building, either from the top of it or from the archway of the door, which is open, there's casting going on there. Like you can hear it, feminine voice.
Understood.
Ah! Feel the wrath.
Ooh, Boone. Save us.
What do you?
Save.
They can't have a bad fight. Pharisee. All right.
reaches into a bag,
Yep.
takes out a wand of remove disease,
Nice.
and pokes Pharisee.
Okay. First things first. Pharisee begins the round bleeding. So she needs to make a DC 17 con check to stop bleeding.
Con check, not fort save.
Right.
Okay. $19.
So on your own, you stabilized.
Okay.
The wound happens on this creature's turn, so there is a chance that this wand will work. The way she needs to use magic device the wand first. So the UMD of a wand is 20 because she's not a spellcaster.
She's got a plus 20.
Nice. So don't roll a 1. This is a weird skill check that if you roll a 1, you can't use the wand for the day.
Does not roll a 1.
All right, so she gets off the spell. What is the caster level of the wand?
5.
So the way this works is remove disease is a caster level check versus the DC of the disease effect.
Okay.
So the DC of this
Do you
disease
want to
effect
add
is
8 before the
is
roll?
23, and she's rolling 5 because this is coming from a 5th level wand.
Right. Let's use the hero point.
Okay, because it's 4 more rounds of 2 con per round from the bite from the hideous spider beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
So plus 5, plus 8, and the fortune point could potentially add 2, right? No, not to caster level check.
It could.
It could.
Yep.
Let's just do it.
Okay, so you're going to spend the hero point, 25.
25.
The horrid disease effect goes away, and somehow Pharisee falls back from the edge and is now stable and no longer diseased.
Boone, the town healer, just happens to be walking along the wall. Wicked Claws has been practicing medicine all these long years.
-2 on that con.
Boons are a little bit different. I haven't actually accepted the boon yet because
You should,
It could be a good reward.
yeah, maybe there's a good
Yeah.
reward. Maybe they've got extra treasure. Maybe something.
Yeah. I mean, you do whatever.
There's still a boon and a villain point in the tank that I haven't spent yet because we just haven't got to a natural spot for me to spend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
We didn't spend the last boon?
I don't think I did.
If it was the one from last game, the professor unlocked another power in his arcane.
Oh, yeah,
that was
the things
spent.
in the pool.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's a villain point then still.
There is that.
Guys, why don't we talk ourselves out of it?
Yeah.
Sorry about
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
Maybe the villain has
There's-
an incredibly powerful and useful item that would be useful to both us and them.
All right. So Pixel and Pharisee, they spend their round keeping Pharisee alive. The Red Mantis rogues, oh my god, they beat the professor. So they get another attempt to put the professor down. So
yeah, and I still can't do an immediate, right? Because I haven't acted. Or now that it's a regular round, can I do an immediate?
no, you have not acted yet. All right, so the Red Mantis assassin hops down, making is just able to Assassin's Creed his way down the side of this post, and steps into here. While this, he'll move.
I'm gonna die.
Actually, would incur an AOO from you if you had a weapon out, and if you were
He doesn't have combat
reactionary.
reflexes.
Nope.
I don't know. I can't do that.
The Red Mantis assassins, as they're moving, they're pulling out saps.
Oh, that's good. At least they want to take me alive. There we go.
Is that good?
I mean, it's either that or die right here,
They must want him alive because he's definitely not that tasty. They're not taking him to eat him. It must be prison.
All right.
Definitely not meat.
AC 31 and AC 35.
Oh my gosh, so close on these. I just barely didn't get it though. Just barely you landed those hits.
All right. So these saps are 1d6 plus 1 plus there's plus 2 plus 7d6, and there's 2 of them. 33 non-lethal and 33 non-lethal, so 66 non-lethal damage.
I am unconscious.
Okay. Yes, this initiative has not been kind. Professor, You're unconscious.
I am unconscious. Can the crawling claw do anything to help us out of this bind?
Well, it was out. Okay, so that answers my question. So the crawling claw is sitting beside you at the merchant stall.
Yeah, it would have been like riding around on my shoulder, invisible.
Sure. What's it doing?
I don't know that it really can do much here. Probably try and pull out a healing wand and UMD the professor some healing.
Okay. Makes sense because every point it heals, it's going to do 1 non-lethal and 1 lethal.
What's that?
It's gonna heal your non-lethal damage and your lethal damage at the same time. So it's pretty leveraged.
That is
these two.
sweet.
Once you fell, they're looking over at Thurgus, who's putting up a good fight. So let's see. They moved, and then they struck you. I guess they have 1 action left. So the 2 of them are now picking the professor up. One's got his shoulders, and the other one's got his feet. So they've basically grabbed the professor like they wanna haul him somewhere.
I have is this really the only cure wand I've got around? A caster level 1 cure light wounds?
DC 20.
That's possible, yeah.
Let me just double check the professor doesn't have one he could grab off him. Nope, I got inflict light wounds.
Well, technically that will work as well, but I don't know how much you've explored your new quarter undead state.
I feel like it might hurt more than it helps. Okay, so we got a UMD, the wand here, D20.
Yep.
Plus 13 from the crawling claw. Nothing happens. Can't use
Fortune point?
I don't think I have any.
Let's see. Fortune points. Luke has spent 2. You've got 2 hero points. I don't know if you want to spend any of those.
Yeah, it would be nice to get the professor awake again before he gets carried off. So I will use one of those. Okay. Is that a re-roll or is that a retro?
You could just add 4 with a hero point, which would make you succeed.
Let's do that. Is it even? Yeah. I guess
you can also spend 2 hero points to save you from being unconscious. So we could step back a moment, and you could spend your 2 hero points. It sounds like you didn't know you had them.
No, I didn't. How much healing does this wand do? Cure Light Wounds wand?
It'll do 1d8 plus 1, but it'll tick both your lethal and non-lethal pools down.
So no matter what, I will gain at least 4 health this round. I'm just checking. I'm 94, so I would have to gain 4 off this thing to get conscious again.
All right. So you have the option of stepping back and using both hero points to keep yourselves from being unconscious at all. You could spend 1 hero point on your UMD roll so that your crawling claw succeeds in healing you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna leave it up to a good roll there.
Okay, so you let's take a step back. So you burn both your hero points. This saves you from a thing. So the last would 33 non-lethal have knocked you out, as opposed to 66?
My hit points are 94. I was at 44 lethal plus 33, 77. So yeah, I would still be awake.
Okay. Do you have any dimension door or teleport spells or anything like that?
Yes, I'm going to dimension hop as soon as I can.
How far can you dimension hop?
I could dimension hop 50 feet. If that's not far enough for me, I was going to try and aim inside of a window up on this wall behind me and see if I could get
so instead of 66 non-lethal, you took 33. That one hit you, and then this saves you from death or from being knocked out. You spend your 2 hero points, which means You're not going to take the 33, and I'm letting you do a dimension hop away.
Beautiful.
Is dimension hop a spell-like ability or a spell?
It's a spell.
What level?
It is a 2nd level.
Oh, you automatically make the concentration check. So move yourself where you want to dimension hop. As they're trying to beat you with the saps, you're like, no, and you got hit by one, and you managed to blurt off the spell. So where do you and the crawling claw go?
Is there are there any windows on these walls?
The windows are actually drawn in most of the building, so no.
Yeah. What are these things up top? These circles here.
Those would be, but the roof is slanted. This is kind of to let air and light in. So I guess technically a window. That is a window. Yes, you could go up to that window. All right.
I want to hop in there.
All right.
Would that have worked? The dimension hop is prepared so that I need to be holding Bacob's wand to cast it, because I need to cast it silently. Could I free action quick draw the wand and get this off?
No.
Okay. So then I can't hop if I can't draw that wand.
Why not?
Because it would, in order to prepare this spell 1 level lower, I'm preparing it with the meta magic feat silent on it. So it's a silent dimension hop. In order to cast it, I have to have the wand in my hand so that I'm pretty much casting it at the level it's supposed to be, instead of 1 level higher than it normally would be, since it's meta magic.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Bacob allows you to cast I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's fine then. It's in your hand. Bacob's wand is in your hand. You've got quick draw, so.
Yes. Okay. Whew.
All right.
Almost died there.
Since you took an immediate action, Professor, you have got 1 less action on your turn, and now it's... Well, okay, they didn't pick you up. They're looking around for you, and they're both making perception checks to see if they can see where you are.
I have 1 less action left?
You have 1 less action in the next round because you took an immediate.
Oh, 1 less action in the next round. Okay.
Which is your pips coming up right now.
Yeah.
But so DC 20 to see if they see where you are. Yeah, one guy points up, the other guy looks around, and instead of going after you, no, that's what they're trying to do. They're now moving around, and they're kind of at the bottom of this ladder. The ladder isn't really positioned to... well, it is leaning against the wall, but it's not serving really any purpose at this point in time. It's where they store it, as opposed to, it's not leading to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tribe of Bone Warriors. Alright, so a bunch of the warriors come running over, and they see this big horrid beast. They start pelting it with arrows. There might be a chance that they strike it and do some damage. AC 26 is decent. They hit it. They do 10 damage, or should have done 10 damage to it, but the arrow bounced right off of its carapace, doing 0 damage. Thurgus.
Where is my weapon?
Your sword is on the ground.
Is it within 10-foot reach?
Yeah, it's in this guy's square.
Okay, I'll take an action to pick it up and provoke.
Okay, the two of them provoke. Unfortunately, they've moved out of their flanking position. AC 27, AC 28.
Both miss.
Oh, that was so expensive. Oh, so expensive to get that sword out of your hands. Ah! That's it. Don't drop your sword, you idiot.
I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna take. Let's see here. They've both been hit twice, actually, so I guess it doesn't matter. So I'll take my first swing at the guy on that I was attacking with.
Yeah, they're limping. Their stances aren't that confident anymore. They're bleeding from underneath their armor.
I'm pissed off. I'm actually gonna free action rage.
Okay.
I don't like it when people take my sword.
Thurgus's roar cuts through the marketplace. If anyone didn't know something bad was going on, they now do.
Don't fucking take my sword! That's a 39 on the first one.
Crunch.
And that's 46 plus 31. Okay.
Oh.
That's for 46 points of damage.
He ducks.
Bastard. Okay, and then I'll swing again. -5. There we go.
AC
30 to
30
hit?
is right on, but he also does some sort of ninja backflip and gets out of the way.
Oh! He's mad. That's my 3 actions.
Okay. Wicked Claws. All right, Ahmed, you want the boon? Wicked Claws steps up to Pharisee. He is now kind of grabbing with his clawed hands at like a little pouch around his neck, and is trying to free a very powerful potion from his neck.
The Saint Bernard of the desert.
You got what I was doing there.
There we go.
Because he had to. Well, he doesn't have reach. He might need Pixel's help to feed the potion to Pharisee, but he does remove it from the pouch and is presenting it to Pharisee, and actually clicks off the cork.
Nice.
Heal.
Ooh.
Bukerbeck. Bukerbeck knows something bad is happening. Bukerbeck has the travel domain. He's going to come over to see what's going on. He's got a once per day dimension door, so he sees them firing at something and some commotion up above. I think he doesn't even have to use dimension door. He's going to use his dimensional hop. He can hop, what is that, 90 feet? So he hops over to the captain of the guard, Zemkos. What is... Oh... Titan's balls! That thing is big! Right, so that hop... What kind of action is that? As a move action. He's got 2 actions left.
Boogerbeck just swore Titan's balls?
Yep. He wasn't expecting the horde spider beast to be wrecking the marketplace.
These friends he's hanging out with are a bad influence.
They are. Let's see. Something bad's going on up there. We've got the professor. Well, his perception's really shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't see the professor up there. He doesn't see Pharisee on her back way the hell up there. So he sees Thurgus and the combatants. What should he do? He doesn't prepare any damaging spells. Why? Thurgus, are you injured at all? You got a little bit of damage, right?
I've taken 8 points.
Okay, Boogerbeck's going to cast a magic circle against evil on himself. Tech is off hunting. Red Mantis warriors. Oh, these are the injured ones that are really hurt. Let's see. 3, they continue to attack aggressively. 2, they attack not so aggressively. 1, they break rank to try to save themselves. No, they're going to attack very aggressively. Step, back into flanking position. Then there's 1 attack from that guy and 3 attacks from the other one. All right, from the one that stepped, nat 20.
That's not nice.
AC 31 to confirm, does not confirm. From the one that is his flanking partner on the left, missed. Critical miss, potentially. AC 31 is a miss.
Correct.
He's gonna make a strength check. He ends up dropping his weapon as you saw the blade coming in, and you decided just to give it a little bit of a bang with your heavy blade. Ting! His blade goes flinging 1d4 squares away. It's actually in your space near the back. He's gonna take his last action to draw two daggers instead. So you only got hit once. Let's roll the percentage to see if... Give me the percentage to see if you avoid the sneak attack damage. Nice. So he does 5 damage and some poison.
We'll call that 2.
With your DR? Okay.
Yeah. Unless it's a bludgeoning weapon.
Nope. Nice little sawing blade trying to cut through your bare flesh.
And you need a fortitude save?
Fortitude save against the burning of the poison. Yeah, this guy hasn't hit you yet.
23.
That makes it. His enhanced Deathblade poison is DC 22.
Oof.
You don't take con damage for the next 6 rounds.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
Yikes.
All right, but now they've both used their poison. One of them already used it on his blade, and the yeah. All right, the horrid spider beast. That's what I'm looking. Can it climb?
Come on, it's a spider.
Oh, it's definitely got climb. So it scuttles. It even climbs over the space of these 2 warriors, and they don't flinch, like they've done this before. It completely ignores them, and so that was it. Starts to climb. It needs to take a second move, and it gets up to the window here, and is going to stab one of his. Oh, does it bite?
I'm gonna die.
Does it bite or does it stab? Let's see. If I roll 1, it bites. Nope, it is using one of its pincer-like limbs.
You can take an immediate.
AC 35.
Can I do an immediate?
You can now. Yep.
I'm gonna do one.
Well, actually, you just took an immediate with your hero point.
Oh.
Which is an action out of turn. So no, I'll let you still have your immediate. That's fine.
All right, I'm gonna do one.
What is it?
I'm going to use one to do spell shield. So it will increase my shield bonus. I've got to just double check. What's my shield bonus now? I think actually nothing. Do I not? Wait. I don't have a shield spell up. Let me just look at my gear real quick. I don't have my family shield out.
Okay.
The what is it? The bracers, I think, give me +4 armor, so it doesn't matter for that. Okay, so I just get this full bonus here then.
Yeah. So
Which...
yeah, that's right. So your arcane readout. It's actually not. It's actually not an immediate action. It's a swift action. This is something you do on your turn.
No, the one. Sorry, not arcane readout. Spell shield, the one above that.
Oh, I see. Yes, that one is. You get a shield bonus AC equal to your intelligence bonus until the end of your next turn. Okay. So your AC is normally what?
Normally 20.
So you'd have a 31. Do you still want to do it? You're still getting hit.
It's 35. And I use my points. Does it last if I go unconscious? I mean, will the bonus still be there if I go unconscious?
Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
Till the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Can I spend my immediate?
Sure.
As a preacher, I'm going to shout out a warning. When the preacher's ally within line of sight would be hit by a melee or ranged attack, she can call out a warning, and the attacker must re-roll the attack.
Look out! And the professor looks down as this creature's climbing up. You're like, ah!
Don't fucking die!
All right, so it'll re-roll its attack. Professor, you still spent your immediate for AC 32.
I tried.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah, I think it clipped your leg. So
I think it got me. Yeah.
Good thing it wasn't with the bite. It does 13 physical damage.
All right. Am I still awake? That is 57 plus 33. I think I'm just barely awake. Yes. I'm not looking good though.
Okay, so it just grazed your arm. It attacked too soon as it was coming up to the opening of the window, and it didn't get a really perfect strike in. That was its last action, so it didn't get to like pull your armor or equipment apart. Red Mantis Matron.
It looks like Ahmed did throw another hero point in there. The wallet's still got some depth, it seems.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna add that to your backlog of hero points. You didn't need it.
Let's not be too hasty there. I got four HP keeping me on my feet right now, so.
Pharisee. Okay, so Pixel feeds the potion to you.
Yep.
How much damage does your body have right now?
89.
89? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any diseases?
No diseases. I do have 2 con damage.
All right. The nearly impossible or very special heal potion gets fed to you. All of your con damage is gone, and all of your hit points are restored.
That is impressive.
Lying on your back against the warm sandstone, staring up at the blue sky full of clouds.
What is that creature?
Okay, so your first action is to try to identify it. Go ahead.
What's the skill check on that?
A knowledge planes.
46. I'll take one of my daily bardic knowledge things.
Okay, this thing is a horrible outsider that that lurks and hunts in the abyss. While it's not specifically a Tanari, it's called a Bebolith. And with a 40-something, I'm just going to, go ahead and read the monster manual entry if you want.
Is it immune to sleep?
It is not immune to a lot of things. And then even with your 47, I'm going to say something about its arrival was very suspicious. It kind of just appeared behind you. You know that these things are, while intelligent, don't have typically any spell-like abilities.
It's unlikely to be plane shifted. Is it possible for this thing to be summoned?
That would be another knowledge check.
That would be another knowledge check. I've got 3 actions. I've used 1. Can I currently see it?
Yep. If you sort of leaned over a little bit, you could see it. You have cover from it. And you're lying down on the ground.
I am going to...
And you can hear the professor just like 10 feet away going, oh!
Yeah, I think we gotta make something happen here, and I might be able to dispel it, but caster level checks are 50-50-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sleep exit.
Okay, you kind of
it'll fall and wake up, I imagine.
You inch up over to the edge and you use your sleep hex.
Yeah.
All right. It is a
24.
It is a monster that sleeps, and it has a +7 on its will save.
Good night.
20. It falls asleep. It then falls into the squares where these Red Mantis Assassins are. They are going to get, because of its size, a DC 20 reflex save to get out of the way.
These guys are gonna jump right out of the way here, though. They
might.
They're assassins. Come on. If they get crushed by their own spider bug, they're never gonna live that one down at the.
One of them gets crushed. So this guy dives out of the way. This guy, all right. So this thing fell. We're gonna say 3d6 damage as it fell.
All right. 13 damage.
All right.
Not bad for 3d6.
Falling damage gets through DR, so you do 13 damage to the creature and 13 damage to the Red Mantis Assassin underneath it.
It's a nice cursey amount of damage too, 13.
Nice.
Little victories. The thing wakes up, but it's currently prone and kind of on its back. And that was Farisay's turn. The Red Mantis Rogues. Okay, that guy's trying to struggle. We're going to say it's a DC 20 escape artist check to get out from underneath the...
Oh my gosh. At the office Christmas party for the Red Mantis Assassins, they're going to really give it to Tony here.
He crawls out sheepishly from the creature, stands from prone, and from an extreme range is going to blow his blow dart at the professor. Now, Professor, you've got cover from where he's sitting. Mm-hmm. He is at some range increment, and you did use your shield, which lasts until the end of your next turn. So you've got a +11 from your shield, from your mage shield, and +4 from cover. So what is your AC now?
35.
30. Nice. So his dart.
It's almost a real AC there, guys.
It's like you're starting to get going.
Thurgus, what's your AC right now?
AC 36. No! You realize you're like, I created the shield, and you were kind of moving away, but your feet were spread out so that you weren't like falling back into the building, and you feel the dart go into your big toe.
Not a sneak attack, though. So
not a sneak attack. 1d2 plus.
It doesn't need to be.
1 for 2 damage.
Yes!
You're up!
I'm still up.
And the fort save DC, what was it? It was a fortified knockout poison, so DC 15 fort save.
Are you sure it wasn't a sneak attack? Do you get your dexterity while you're climbing?
He's standing in a doorway, so he has his dex right now. Yeah, or a window, just a big opening.
What is the DC on this?
DC is 15 against the poison as you're trying to shake the dart out of the bottom of your foot. Ah, no problem. Don't roll 1. The other assassin drinks a potion and drinks a potion. He's looking up at the professor. Professor. So, Professor, you're on this like 4-foot wide block in this 5x5 opening of a window. You could look back, and it's basically the hall where the chieftain is. You don't see the chieftain in there today, or 1,000 Bones. They must be doing something, or they haven't been called in the 18 seconds that have transpired. You could see some workers and some Rakastas oh, what's going on? And hey, what's going on up there? Like they're pointing. What are you doing?
And I have 2 actions this turn.
You used your immediate, so that eats up a single action in your next turn. Yeah. So you've got 2 actions. You could cast a spell.
So I could cast a spell. I'm going to Dimension Door silently with Bacob's wand in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to go behind Bookerbeck, probably on the ground, groveling a bit, like, old friend, I need your aid.
Ah! You're looking a little worse for wear there, Professor.
Bookerbeck, my most cherished companion. Please, look with pity upon my old bones.
Red Mantis, sound the alarm! And they're also starting to kind of react, and you can hear that there is a bell now going, and there's some horns now being sounded as the entire village is being told what's going on. These 2 warriors shift their attacks, or at least Zemkos and the warriors shift their attacks to the Red Mantis assassin with the blow dart in his hands, and they start firing arrows. Missing. More guards are appearing. Pharisee, you can hear some hustle and bustle inside the main building. I guess Makronom and Zephyros now hear what's going on, so I'm going to add them to the bottom of the initiative next round.
Time to start casting buffs.
Saunters out after the fight's over.
Basically, at the end of the current round, Thurgus Zephyros and Makronom move to the window of the building and are looking down upon the scene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wicked Claws is going to he actually picks Pharisee up and puts her on her feet. It takes him a couple of actions to do that because he has more like claws for hands. And then he looks over the edge and is kind of defensive. His wing is actually over the 2 of you. Actually, yeah, his wings they're still there, but they're a little bit deformed. They're a little bit mangled, maimed. And he kind of uses them as a shield. He's providing cover for Pharisee and Pixel. Bookerbeck sees...
Wicked Claws goes after me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thurgus, yeah, what are you doing? My bad.
I'm going to try and murder these things. A constant ever victim of the sunk cost fallacy. I am not going to try and avoid blur. I'm just going to stab.
Okay.
Because clearly I won't roll in the 20th percentile again.
Oh, these swipes.
What are the odds?
These swipes are boss. And this time, his blur effect, you managed to just cut in the middle, in a diagonal stroke. So you hit.
Stand still, you fuzzy bastard. 44 points of damage.
Okay.
He's still up.
Nope. Which one
I
was it?
actually do have a minor displacement effect myself that I can.
I went on the one on the left.
The left?
Roll
44,
it back.
127. Okay.
Is he still up?
No, he's down.
Okay. Then I'll make my attack on the one on the other side.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah, roll to confirm. AC 30. You would have hit. You ended up hitting one of the posts of the merchant stall, and the whole tarp and everything almost came down crunching around you, but you managed to pull your blade back and take a step back from it.
Ah! I'll take another swing. Oh my god. Alright. Roll to confirm this one too, I guess.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Your blade did get snagged a little bit. That's a critical miss.
Hold on. Let me double check this. I want to see if I need to take my immediate reaction. So I can re-roll an attack roll with aggression. Can I re-roll the nat 1? If I burn my immediate?
Usually you should do that before you confirm, but I'll let it slide this time. You can do that this time.
Okay.
Yep.
Re-roll the... Yeah, that's my bad. Still misses, though.
29 misses by 1.
Yeah. And that's my immediate for this turn. That's it for me.
All right.
Why are you so hard to hit?
So you re-rolled the 19. It's a 21. You missed, but it's not a critical miss. Got it. He doesn't answer back. Tech is busy.
Bookerbeck.
Oh, yeah, Bookerbeck on the professor. All right, so you need some healing.
I have 2 HP left. I don't know if needs a strong word. I mean, I got 2, right?
I suppose we'll see if you're still affected by positive energy. He looks down at you.
It's getting dark. Hurry!
All right.
How is my life flashing before my eyes? So many great accomplishments. So well lived. No, so few regret.
I can feel like 7 different hands on my soul. All these greedy fingers. Like peasants looking for money.
All right. Bookerbeck is going to channel twice to heal the professor. He heals 46 lethal and 46 non-lethal.
Ooh, nice.
This is a holy place. The market square. Civilization would not exist without it.
Oh, my salvation. Oh, Bookerbeck. Oh, I could kiss you.
Please.
Your beautiful frog-like face.
Do not kiss the priest.
Yes, there's time for that later. Yes.
All right. This Red Mantis assassin has lost his flanking partner. He's going to step away from you and step away from you and then move 40 feet. And it looks like he's heading towards this building. The horrid spider beast takes a move action to right itself. It angrily stands up. And then it looked like it wanted to climb the building, but there was sort of a whistle and a click back from this building. And instead, it goes beelining towards Bookerbeck and the professor. Fair to say, from your eagle eye view, it's like it's being commanded.
Yeah.
All right, the Bebelith moves at 40. It moves all the way up to the guys with bows in their hands. It has a reach of 15, so it can get 1 attack off at Bookerbeck. And let's see if it's a bite or a stab. It is one of the horrible bites.
Protect me, Bookerbeck.
Yep, it chomps.
Spell it, Professor. It's summoned.
It chomps down on Bookerbeck and actually pushes up against the bubble of the abjuration that Bookerbeck had created. and Bukerbeck is not able to be attacked by it.
Oh, nice.
What?
It would have hit an AC 29, which probably hit Bukerbeck. I don't know what
What stroke of luck is this?
It's called faith.
Faith. Oh, yes, you're right. I should believe in all